Hello and welcome back to Walkman Phones. My name is Paul and today we're going to be looking at the Sony Xperia X Compact, a phone that Sony released in late September 2016. Got it shortly thereafter, so I've been running with it for about 2 months, and this will just be my final overview of it, review if you will. Getting past the honeymoon period and how I've liked it in daily life. Daily usage. Where to start with? A little background on this phone. This is a 4.6-inch screen, IPS LCD. It's 720p resolution, 319 ppi. Sony's technologies that are in it, the standard X Reality engine and Triluminos technology. It has a 2700 milliamp battery. It has a 23 megapixel camera on the back, 5 megapixels on the front. It is running the Snapdragon 650 chipset. It has 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage. So that's basically the specs of it. In terms of build quality, what I've found is it's a really nice phone. It's very sturdy and very durable. This is plastic. They've gone away from their glass and metal. The whole phone is plastic, besides the screen. And I haven't had any problems with it, beyond the fact that it's really slippery. Really slippery. I usually don't drop phones. I've dropped this phone numerous times. And it always takes a knock and comes back, but there's been a couple times where I've been okay. I need to have more grip on my phone, depending on what I'm doing throughout the day, whether I'm at work or something like that. So I did take the opportunity to invest in a couple cases. I got their standard folio case from Sony, as you can see. Very nice. It's kind of standard, but it definitely gives it a lot more grip. When it's placing it down, you don't need to worry about it falling off the table when you're charging it. So that's nice. Let's see. So build quality has been good. It doesn't bother me that they've gone to the plastic. It's very nice plastic. It's very strong plastic, and it's reminiscent of ceramics. That was their goal this time, was to base it off of ceramics, and I think they did a really nice job. It's really pretty. You just need to watch yourself with it because all the corners are rounded off, and it's very easy to slip out of your hand. So it's good that it's a smaller phone, I guess, in that respect. Because if this was a bigger phone and was like this, I don't even know what the XZ is like. But yeah, build quality has been good. In terms of the performance with the phone, haven't had any issues with the Snapdragon 650. None whatsoever. It runs everything smoothly. There's no lag beyond what you typically see with any Android phone, even on the high-end range. They stepped away from using a super high-end processor for the compact line, and you save a little bit of money. That's the way I look at it. You're not paying the premium for the chipset that you don't really need, in my opinion. It's the same thing. I think they kind of tried to align it with, the screen has always been 720p on the the compact line in general, the Z Compact and the X Compact now. They've never tried to push it to 1080p or Quad HD. Why haven't they done that? Well, because you don't really need it. Anything below 5 inches, even at 5 inches, I don't know. I think you'd struggle to really notice the difference, and you're taking your hit on battery life. So that's something to consider. They've done a really nice job with the screen. Everything's really crisp. The colors are great. Everything kind of looks like it's floating on the screen. I have no problem whatsoever with the screen. 2 thumbs up for me. Speaking of battery life, I would give it a passing grade. It's nothing phenomenal. I think that there's been compact phones in the past that I've read about that have had, better battery life than maybe this has. Like I said, it's got the 2700 milliamp battery. And 2700, that's pretty good for a phone this size. It doesn't necessarily get you through the entire day. It gets you through your whole work day, that's for sure. I'd say, I leave my house, comes off the charger maybe like 7:30. By the time I get home, 4:30, 5 o'clock, it's, I'm about 20%. So, screen on time about close to 4 hours. So that's pretty good. You got to charge it up a little bit when you get home, and it's not the biggest deal in the world. Could be a little bit better, but no complaints, really. It does have quick charge 3.0, but you have to buy a charger. They don't give you the charger for that. So that's a little unfortunate. What else are we talking about here? The camera's been very nice. Takes quick pictures. They've added image stabilization, which is a nice touch. I believe they call it 5-axis image stabilization. So your shots won't come out looking blurry, which is nice because I think Xperia phones have always kind of had that problem. You have to be really, really steady to not get that. They also added a little bit of motion tracking, so things are nicer. They've really worked on it, and I think they're trying to match the level of their sensors, which everybody uses in their phones, but Sony, for whatever reason, has just never nailed the processing and the software, and I think they've taken a really nice step with this phone and the XZ, which has the same camera. So things are looking decent going into 2017 for sure. The sound. Wouldn't be Walkman phones if we weren't talking about the sound. Very nice. I would say that it's not going to blow you away, but it's a lot nicer than your standard issue mid-level phone. They give you a lot of audio settings. Go in here. All the high-end settings that you see on their flagship phones they have, the Clear Audio Plus, Dynamic Normalizer. All these things are very nice to have on board. I just want the phone to be loud enough. I mean, everything's clear and everything sounds nice. I just want it to be loud enough so that when I'm running around in the city, I don't have to hear other people's conversations and, horns honking. I just get to hear my music. So this accomplishes that. Same goes for the front-facing speakers. It's nice that they're here. They're not the loudest in the world, but they are pointed right at you, so that's very nice to see. The fingerprint scanner on the side, only if you buy an unlocked international model. Mine comes from the UK. If you buy it from the US, no fingerprint scanner. No real explanation why. It's disabled. You have to jump through a couple hoops to flash software, from a different region so that it unlocks. I didn't want to do all that, so I didn't. You roll the dice. I don't have a warranty on this phone because of that, but my fingerprint scanner worked out of the box. So your mileage may vary. Overall, though, I'd say this has been a really, really, really nice phone for me. Easily the favorite phone of the year. The compact size, obviously the real reason that you would get it. It's been fantastic. The ergonomics of it. A little slippery, but you get around these types of things. You got a case or just, pay attention, good old-fashioned pay attention. The software's been really nice. Looking forward to Android N Nougat, probably in February if I had to take a guess. It did just get the latest Android security patch, so it's up to November's. It shipped with June, so now it has November's, which is nice to see. And yeah, this will be my phone going forward into 2017. And we'll see what the landscape looks like then. Hope you liked this video. Thank you for watching. You can follow me over at Twitter at Walkman Phones. I do some thoughts on different things, mainly phones. So if you're interested, over there. And thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one.